land. Allah will surely run to us, but do we understand? A word of hope, a call to
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين وصلى الله على نبي الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وعلى الذين اتبعوه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. I thank and glorify His name. And I ask His peace and blessings upon the leader of mankind, our leader and patron Muhammad, members of his household, his faithful companions, those who follow the guidance that he brought until the day of Qiyamah. I pray Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to include you and I among those who will be most qualified to be so addressed, not only in the life of this world, but on the day that it matters most. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count us among those who will enter Jannah with Maulana Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and put us under his shade on a day when there will be no shade except the shade that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made, which will equally be the shade of our leader sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Brothers and sisters, I must confess that there is almost nothing left to say. I have been greatly inspired today. I have learned a lot, and I do not want to spoil your afternoon. What else could you hope to have after a very sumptuous meal and a tantalizing dessert? Well, but because I'm built to say one or two things, accept whatever I'm able to tell you. And I pray that Allah will put a lot of barakah in it for you and for me. We have been tutored on how to build marriages and how to build a home. And I believe we have all been greatly inspired. Those who are married have been able to see what is left for them to add to the structure that they have already built. Those who are looking to get married have taken lessons on design and aesthetics, and all those are ready to go. However, no matter how beautiful an edifice is, you must put in place safety precautions. You must protect it from all kinds of invasion, burglary, unwanted visitors, protect it from the deluge of flood and the rest of it. So if you do not protect it, well, for instance, you have built a very beautiful mansion, but the roof is not well done, so it leaks when it rains. You will not enjoy it. Or the plumbing is structurally defective. You will not enjoy it. Or the electricals is not being properly connected. There is risk of fire and its hazard. So, and that is why I think my own intervention is how to protect this beautiful edifice that we have either built and that we want to renovate, or how to protect the edifice that we are planning to build. In all these, we need the help of Allah. We need knowledge, a very small part of which we have acquired. We need the right frame of mind. We need all the tools to be able to accomplish our mission. However, let me tell you that intention is very fundamental to everything you do in this deed. And your deed is as good as the intention behind it. If the intention is superb, your deed will be superlative. If your intention leaves much to be desired, then the deed will be a total flop. Allah would not look at the quality of the deed itself, but will look at the quality of the intention that has motivated you. By the way, it is said that سيئة تسوءك خير من حسنة تعجبك. سيئة تسوءك. The evil that you have done or your shortcomings, when it bothers and worries you and gives you sleepless nights, it is more beloved to Allah than the righteous deeds that you have done and that is making your head swell. And one thing we must understand about intention is this. The intention of a believer can change up to 40 times in a day. Up to 40 times in a day. It is the intention of a kafir, of a munafiq, that remains the same for even 40 years. What are we talking about? Then, what is the place of consistency? We all want something that is consistent. Even Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala himself loves what is consistent, even if it is small. But in the case of intention, you must ask yourself again and again and again, why am I doing this? And you must always refine it and refine it and refine it. This is the hallmark of a true believer. This is the hallmark of a Muslim, of a mu'min, of a salih. That you must always interrogate your intention all the time. Why are you getting married? Just like it has been explained to us. In any case, my task is to try and outline how to protect, first, your intention, second, your home, third, your joy. How many times that you start with very good intention, and along the line, your intention gets polluted, and your deed falls short. We all want good life. We all want joy. We all want happiness. We all want all the good things of life. We are created essentially hedonistic. We're human beings and we're essentially hedonistic, meaning that we love all the good things of life. We love pleasure. We love beauty. We love wealth. We love fame. We love, and we hate everything that is opposite to that. That is our nature. Everyone wants a very great marriage, great family, great car, great house, great everything. But along the line, something will slip, and you will get it wrong. And then to retrace will become very difficult. My dear brothers and sisters in Allah's deen, temptation, by the way, is part of life. Without temptations, tests, trials, there can be no success. It is impossible. Allah has guaranteed that repeatedly. Two things in life are certain: death and trial. And no one will escape it. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْلَمَ الْمُجَاهِدِينَ مِنْكُمْ وَنَعْلَمَ الْكَاذِبِينَ. أو كما قال, we will try and test you until we know those who are striving and truthful among you and those who are liars. I am from the mosque, one corner mosque in Surulere. I'm not like all those who have spoken before me. So take it from me. But I meet people, real people, not on Facebook, not on Twitter, not on Instagram. I meet real people. At least, on the average, in 1 week, I conduct 2 to 3 Akdun Nikah. I counsel. So, I can say that I have information. I may not know, but I have information. I know, or I think I know how some of us here think. Over time, I have discovered that there is a divergence, a disconnect between what we really want and what we really say we want. Every young lady here, and there are so many here, alhamdulillah, I'm impressed. May Allah give you a lot of barakah. If you can say Ameen, I'm saying Ameen for you. I know you all want happiness, you all want joy. You want that guy that is handsome, that is tall, that is dark, that is rich, that is romantic, that is caring, that is... Am I right? And I know, my brothers, I think I know what you want. You want that sister that is out of this world. Just don't talk about it. She is light complexion. She is not too tall, but not short. Not really the plus size, but not thin. Just something in between. You know, elegant, dazzling, tantalizing, educated, intelligent, a good cook. He understands rheumatics. Am I right? Over and above it, she is an asset. They don't tell us about this. But these are really the foundations of temptation. You see, remember that Shaitan had made a vow that he was going to waylay us, children of Adam. من بين أيدينا ومن خلفنا وعن شمائلنا. And he even boasted, لن تجدوا أكثرهم شاكرين. I'm going to waylay them. I'm going to lay siege for them. They will find me in front of them and behind them, to their left and to their right. And I will make them to be ungrateful. You will not find most of them being grateful to you for all the mercy and the favors. So, This is something that we have to deal with for our entire life. But talking about fitna now, though my emphasis will be on fitna that comes from the opposite gender. Fitnas that comes from a man and fitnas that comes from a lady. But this is not the only fitna in marriage. The first fitna in marriage is the fitna of akhlaq, the fitna of morals. We all are pretenders in very marvelous ways. We are good actors. The brother, super actor. The sister, superlative actor. Just to get what we want. This is an Islamic gathering, and the brothers are here in full force. You see beard that can shave my own, except that theirs are all black. You can see nisfu sak, sunnah. I'm sure if you check some pocket, you will see miswak. And some will even carry pocket Quran. So that you know, this brother is, yes, if you are looking for and our sisters, don't talk about it. Should we? We should not. They are everything you will ordinarily desire. But it may not be real. So, there is the fitna in finance after marriage. I deal with young people, and they tell me, Imam, pray. They have covered that. Pray. I want this time next year, I want to get married. I said, what is disturbing you? He said, brothers are not coming. He said, we have so many brothers I can introduce. Now I can introduce 3 to you. He said, Imam, but please, before you introduce them, just tell me, who are they? Who are these brothers? I said, yes, they are Muslims. They are human beings, like you. He said, no, Imam, why are you behaving as if you don't understand what I'm talking about? I mean, where does he work? And if I want to show them, I say, he's a carpenter. Say, Imam, Imam, I know you are joking. I said, I'm not joking. Wallahi, the brother is straightforward brother. He's a carpenter. He said, Imam, do you want me with all my education to go and marry carpenter? How will I tell my parents? I said, there are sisters. Sister, very good. They're very good sisters. Wallahi. Knowledge of deen. No. Okay, Imam, who is she? She's beautiful. Imam, tell me, is she or I said she's say, Imam, which one now? Okay, because Imam, the reason I can't, you are my Imam, I can't lie to you. Wallahi, I cannot stand anybody that is black. The sister must be very light complexion. I said, number 1, she must be educated now. Yes, she's educated. She finished NC. Yeah, Imam. These are the foundations of temptation. Imagine. In the Musnad of Imam Ahmed, the hadith of Abu Umama, a young man went to the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet ﷺ was among the Sahaba. senior ones, including Umar. And you have read about Umar. He said, Ya Rasulullah, oh you prophet, please permit me to do zina. What's your reaction? Say, Ya Rasulullah, please, I want to ask for permission from you to do zina. Like you will normally react. Said, you are so rude. You are telling the prophet to allow you to do zina. What do you? The prophet said, leave him. Come. My son, come. And the young man went closer to the prophet. And the prophet said, young man, do you like this for your mother? He said, no, Ya Rasulullah. Fidaka ya Rasulullah. May I be sacrificed for you, oh prophet. Never. I don't like it for my mother. How can anybody do zina with my mother? I will kill that person, for instance. Do you like it for your sister? My sister, that somebody will mess with her, it is me and that person. Fidaka ya Rasulullah. May I be sacrificed for you. Zina is no longer anything abominable. Zina has become a way of life. Parents do not care. Even the children themselves have accepted it as a way of life. I remember some years back, we were talking about zina, and someone very seriously, disagreed. He said, look, Imam, what you are talking, Wallahi al-Azim, this is not a fabrication. He said, Imam, what you are talking about is not compatible with this age. There is no zina here because they are consenting adults. It's consensual. So you can't talk of zina. They both enjoyed it. And by the way, even the prostitute is rendering service to community. Otherwise, without the prostitute, there will be a lot of rape. This was supposed to be a Muslim. Go to the various asalatus. Asalatu is just a sideshow. That is our bane today. No more salah, no more khushu. Asalatu has taken over the deen. And in most of their salatu session, I'm not condemning all those who attend. But some of the people who attend are not there because of the love of the Prophet or the love of Allah. They are there to meet their side chick. Because they want to give a side kick and get kicked into Jahannam. Wal-iyazu billah. So don't talk about it. In a situation where the Imam of the masjid cannot even talk, get on the mimbar and talk of zina. Half of the women will say, Imam, what is he saying? And even after the khutbah, they will say, Imam, kí lẹ wá ń sọ yẹn now? Zina, kí ló ń jẹ́ zina? Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbà yín mú. Wallahi, it has become this bad. But zina, listen to Allah. He said, Innahu kana fahisha, la taqrabu zina. Allah did not say, La tafa'alu zina. He said, La taqrabu zina. Don't go near adultery and fornication. And before I go further, let me tell you the difference between adultery and fornication. Fornication is when one or both of the parties are not married. This is what we know, what most of us think. But it means if either or both of them have never been married, it is zina. But if either or both of them have ever been married, the party that has ever been married, notwithstanding the status as at that time, has committed adultery. Adultery, not fornication. Fornication is for those who have never been married and are not married as at the time they committed the offense. Please note this definition. So Allah said, don't go near it. And how do you go near it? By touching, by looking, by listening, and by walking. So you listen to lewd music, you are listening to haram. Some people cannot sleep without music. They say, I need cool music in the background. It will lull me to sleep. I need blues, cool blues. It will be like lullaby. Zina has become a way of life. Parents do not care. Even the children themselves have accepted it as a way of life. I remember some years back, we were talking about Zina, and someone very seriously, disagreed. He said, look, Imam, what you are talking, Wallahi al-Azim, this is not a fabrication. He said, Imam, what you are talking about is not compatible with this age. There is no zina here because they are consenting adults. It's consensual. So you can't talk of zina. They both enjoyed it. And by the way, even the prostitute is rendering service to community. Otherwise, without the prostitute, there will be a lot of rape. This was supposed to be a Muslim. Go to the various asalatus. Asalatu is just a sideshow. That is our bane today. No more salah, no more khushu. Asalatu has taken over the deen. And in most of the asalatu session, I'm not condemning all those who attend. But some of the people who attend are not there because of the love of the Prophet or the love of Allah. They are there to meet their side chick. Because they want to give a side kick and get kicked into Jahannam. Wal-iyazu billah. So don't talk about it. In a situation where the Imam of the masjid cannot even talk, get on the mimbar and talk of zina. Half of the women will say, Imam, what is he saying? And even after the khutbah, they will say, Imam, kile wan sonye now? Zina, kilo nje zina? Ede ko gba yin mu. Wallahi, it has become this bad. But zina, listen to Allah. He said, Innahu kana fahisha, la taqrabu zina. Allah did not say, La tafa'alu zina. He said, La taqrabu zina. Don't go near adultery and fornication. And before I go further, let me tell you the difference between adultery and fornication. Fornication is when one or both of the parties are not married. This is what we know, what most of us think. But it means if either or both of them have never been married, it is zina. But if either or both of them have ever been married, the party that has ever been married, notwithstanding the status as at that time, has committed adultery. Adultery, not fornication. Fornication is for those who have never been married and are not married as at the time they committed the offense. Please note this definition. So Allah said, don't go near it. And how do you go near it? By touching, by looking, by listening, and by walking. So you listen to lewd music, you are listening to haram. Some people cannot sleep without music. They say, I need cool music in the background. It will lull me to sleep. I need blues, cool blues. It will be like lullaby. You are already into temptation. كالراعي يرعى حول الحمى يوشك أن يرتع فيه. That's what the Prophet said. He said, "Ala likulli maliki hima, inna hima Allah muharimu." Every king has a sovereignty, a boundary that you must not violate. The boundary of Allah is what He has forbidden. He said, "Karra'i" is like the sheep, that the shepherd that is tending his sheep, close to the border. He will stray into it. When two people, a man and a woman that can marry, are in khalwa, in seclusion, then shaitan is already with them, and they are already guilty of zina, whether they actually have done it or not. Because innahu kana fahisha. Fahisha. It is a great evil. It is an evil in itself. Wasa asabila. And a pathway to a greater evil. You need only one zina. And that is the end of it. It's just like the passive smoker. You can say you have never smoked, but you are with people who smoke. The effect is even going to be more devastating on you. So these are the problems of zina. Zina gives you anxiety, a lot of it. You are always anxious. Once you go into zina, it is zina, by the way, without enjoyment. You do it hurriedly. If you have an atom's weight of Iman in you, you will not feel good unless your heart is dead. It is quick. It is a quickie. Do you know what they call quickie? So many of you are supposed to be unmarried. So how do you know that? You are afraid of pregnancy. He is also afraid of it. When she calls you and says, guess what? You say, I can't guess. I hope it's not what I'm thinking of. Say, what are you thinking of? Just say it. Say, okay. When we talk tonight, I will tell you, say, please, just tell me now. I can't wait. Meanwhile, you are already perspiring, you are already sweating. Hey, a long way. I hope he will not tell me she's pregnant too. And even for you, even if your period is delayed for one day, you are in trouble. It should make you happy. Okay, 5 minutes. we have to respect time. I hope Allah will bring another opportunity for us to talk about this. But I must say that we can avoid temptation. And I will just rush within the 5 minutes that I have. By the prescription of Allah, first lower your gaze. It doesn't mean you should walk blind. The first gaze is for you. First gaze is for you. The subsequent gazes are against you. What is the first gaze? What passes in front of you? And you lower your gaze immediately. But what is your, brothers, what's your understanding of first gaze? Wow. And sisters, your understanding of first gaze? I'm crushing on him. My heart skipped a beat. Wow. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Lower your gaze. Control your sight. On TV, on the streets, on phone. You know, it's very funny. A lie, there is an Islamic group on WhatsApp to which I belong. And someone posted sexually explicit video. Wallahi, I didn't get to download the video until brothers started to comment. It is an Islamic platform. You know the comment? He said, please, remove the brother, delete the brother that posted that porn video. I said, porn video, boo. It means you have downloaded it. It means you have viewed it many times over. And you know how it works? It is, subhanallah. 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 This thing is shaitan. Shaitan, wallahi lazim. Astaghfirullah. You are the shaitan now. You are satisfied. Get married. Get married. That has been covered. I don't need to expatiate. You can get married fast. Monday, Thursday, 13, 14, 15. If that would not quench you every other day, like Sayyidina Dawood, wallah, you will not have ulcer. Even if you have ulcer, it's better for you. Dua. Pray. And the prayer is like the prayer that the Prophet ﷺ said for that young man who asked for Zina to be legitimized. Can we remember the prayer? Allahumma kfir zambi. You now change it. Allahumma kfir zambi wa tahhir qalbi wa hassin farji. Oh Allah, forgive my sin. Purify my heart. And help me to keep chaste. You need that prayer a great deal. Abi, you don't need it. I know that you need it. Please do it. Then, keep righteous company. Please, sisters, when you meet, what do you talk about? Gists. Brothers, What do you talk about when you meet? Eh? Sports. Yes, yes, I understand. Like badminton. Keep righteous company. Think and reflect. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.